We're just a stone's throw from the Delaware River. We've got some water to contend with ourselves. A steady rain falling at Lincoln Financial Field. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Indianapolis Colts and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Throwing to start the drive. Fowler. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
The one thing we talked about coming into this was we were never going to question the fight that he's going to have for all 4 quarters of a game. But ideally, you want him fighting for big plays and first downs early, not fighting just to get back to the line of scrimmage, as we saw right there.
He finds his man, complete. That's Torres. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
That's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
1 for 1, a lot more to go. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. Didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out, how vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
Back to Taylor on first down. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. To throw on second down. Fowler. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 21. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped. But what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, and ends up spilling it for a loss.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. On the draw is Taylor. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. It's speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. That opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. They'll set up to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards, the final tally.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 37. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. That one complete down the field to Smith. Touchdown! Devontae Smith, 37 yards. And the Eagles are on the board here first in the season opener. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep.
It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll try the left side with Taylor. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. They run once more with Taylor. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. And the Colts are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Taylor will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. Give him 3 on the gain there. Second and goal.
Jonathan Taylor, a touchdown machine. He's going to get plenty of looks down here near the goal line. So if I'm on defense, I might start getting prepared to see his number called a couple of more times.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And that play's not going to get him in as he stopped right at about the line of scrimmage. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's third and goal. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's third and goal. They'll go with a keeper. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's fourth down. Defense didn't budge on third down. Now what are we going to see on fourth?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
So taking a risk here early in the new year, they're going to go for it. Now this time he'll look to throw. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Colts' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. He's going to air one out. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Fans, a reminder, coming up at this and every halftime this season, we'll be checking in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando for highlights and analysis and scores from around the NFL here in this opening weekend.
Let's put the coach to work.
Back to throw now on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. They'll look to throw now on first down. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play?
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football.
Okay, partner. No surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
On 1st and 10, Fowler. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
A give for Taylor running right side. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Running left, Taylor. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. He gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a 4th down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt. Blankenship's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And no run back here as the 3rd quarter will commence with a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. They'll try and throw for it here. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. It's a gain of 4 that time. And it'll be a Philadelphia first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
All you hear from coaches and personnel directors in the NFL, how difficult it is for a rookie receiver to have an impact on the game. So much to learn, so much offense to absorb. Looks like he's picking it up pretty well.
I would say so. And how about that for your first career NFL touchdown?
I don't know that he envisioned it quite that way, but if he was smart, he probably dreamed about it a little bit.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just already know our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Fowler. Pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. That's big Jordan Davis powering in to drop him.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And Graham on the
And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener.
Back to throw. Fowler. Under pressure, and down he goes.
Jordan Davis
in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day.
But found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Fowler.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
Just a lot going on there in the middle of the field, and this one winds up a turnover.
Yeah, the runner crossing route here, and the idea of it is to get defenders confused about who to go with. But if you throw it too early, sometimes it's your quarterback that gets confused, and here he throws it into coverage and gets it intercepted.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. He'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And the Colts are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks him right.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fowler.
They'll set up the screen to Taylor.
So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Play action. Fowler. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
The Colts send out their punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. The passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
We are through three quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Some good games around the league here early in week one, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2nd and 6. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Colts are right back in this football game.
A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Touchdown, Colts. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Colts use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And it's now 17-14. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Colts are going to take possession of the football.
Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
On the handoff, this is Taylor.
He's got it to the 43 here.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the four fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the four fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there.
Second down, another run with Taylor.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. The objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
On third down, Fowler. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Calling a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. The Colts send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. Second down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
He's back to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. This pass rush, they've been excellent all game long, and another example of it right there in the closing moment.
Not only with the pass rush, but how well they're coached, because if you don't quite get there, get to the quarterback, get your hands up into the passing lane and knock it away, as we just saw there.
He'll look to throw, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it would appear the Colts are going to win the football game.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Taylor with it.
He will push his way down to about the 14. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
Maybe the old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Fourth down, Fowler. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. 10 yards is the pickup there, and that should just about put a bow on this one. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using it.
And he's across for the touchdown, and in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown, Charles, with very little time remaining, boy, it just sucked any energy and momentum out of the other sideline.
Yeah, take an incredible comeback in the final minute to bring this one back to even. A great series there offensively. They saw an opportunity to slam the window shut, and they followed through.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Eagles are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Now with that interception, you feel like we've got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the fourth.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no. But the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for